old sailor cap on every time, and he uses a walker. And just some of the people, you look at them and it's like they can't beat it, you know. But just amazing how they know this stuff. And he, of course, collects postcards of old ships. So it's not just town things. They have Halloween, Christmas, Easter, and just you name it, and there's a postcard for it. And the ones I like the most are the ones with writing on the back, because you can, and you get a date, and you get stories off them. One woman was really surprised and happy. They did really good timing, and it took them only 6 hours to get from Mondovi to Eau Claire. But they were riding horses. And I have a couple of them that are, you know, old Norwegians you can't understand when they talk, but you try to read old Norwegian, and it makes no sense whatsoever. Because they have words that I don't know.
Do people like, when you like say you see somebody in an encounter, they share stories with you about things?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, like you said, on Facebook. So people see the pictures, and I remember this, and I remember that. And they said the old guys that used to sit out in front of commercial hotel on that bench when we walked by. I thought, yeah, old, they were probably 50.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Did you want to talk about some of your pieces that you have over here?
We can. Well, I don't know.
Do the microphone. So.
These were, I have a bunch of them from Herb's Food, Herb Super App, from when he was down on Riverside. And the kids were cleaning out the house, and they said, if you want them, you can have them. Didn't mean anything to them. Some of these here, like with the Grazies, and I have Ted's and Gilmanton, and a couple other ones I bought in Chippewa, and a couple weeks after I bought them, the place burned to the ground, so I guess it was meant for me to stop there. What else? I have one yearbook that I didn't put out. I heard, you know, they told me what year it was, and I asked them if they would look to see if there was any sessions in there. And lo and behold, there was my dad's 8th grade picture in the yearbook. So I thought that was kind of nice. My brother Rick told me that if he'd have known that, I wouldn't have bought that book, because he would have definitely outbid me. My Gilmanton glass, I told a few of them earlier. I stopped at an antique store in the process of being built in Madison, and the cup was up to the gold line, full of dust and dirt and sawdust and whatever. And I looked at it and I said, well, that was kind of neat. What do you need for it? The guy looked at it, dumped it out, blew it out, and he said, I don't know, never heard of Gilmanton. He said, would you give me $5 for it? So, yes. I took it for $5, and then I told him how small the town was, and he said it would have been worth a lot more than $5. My commercial hotel place. Same thing as with the calendars, down to Herb Weiss's house when they were moving. They were just throwing stuff out, and if anybody wanted anything, you could grab it. And I said, well, how about those commercial hotel dishes? Well, those we can't really throw out. I said, will you sell them? Yeah, what will you give us? I said, no, you tell me what you want. They asked me if I'd give them 20 bucks for them, for the set. So I was more than happy to take $20 out of my pocket and give it to them. Other than that, these came from the recycling center, courtesy of Riverfront. Pictures of the old lumber yard in town. And this, the guy had in Hickston for a couple years, and through Steve we kind of figured out that it was where Anytime Fitness is now.
That's right, yeah. Well, it was in the Centennial book. But they didn't really describe the store, they were more concerned about was that the one with the ox or something?
Yeah. And see, I don't know if I got anything else that, this you had told me about, but I can't remember the hubbies, furniture.
That would have been in the city furniture building.
And this, I would guarantee that just about everybody in here had one of these at one time from Brewald's Furniture. And those also came from the recycling center. Somebody cleaned out and was going to throw them away, and I said, that's the wrong kind of glass, they can't recycle that, so.
Ask about the horse, if anybody knows the lane
Oh.
with a horse and buggy.
This is on North Eau Claire Street. It is where, who lives there now? Dave Loomis. And there's a woman out front in a fancy horse and buggy, must be going to church. Well, the only thing I can think of. I knew what it was by the house.
Dave Lewis's house
Yeah.
and our house, the group home, sisters built those houses. And then Dr. Gillette remodeled our house with that big front on. But otherwise, the houses were twin houses at one time. So whoever those sisters were, Loomis's might know.
It could be. Other than that, I don't have any other interesting stories, I don't think.
Okay, and you have all your church plates here that you...
Yeah. Yeah, it started with one. And I've got some that I got duplicates because I bought them not knowing that I had them.
Yeah, something else, you didn't bring anything along, but I know you've done it on Facebook with just newspaper clippings.
Yeah.
And that's been kind of, people don't realize, the history in that. And when you posted that, there's, it always gets a big response from people.
Yeah, I enjoy finding pictures of people in their 40s and 50s when they were in grade school.
What church did you say you didn't have? Was it Canton?
I don't have Canton or the Congregational Church. And I don't know if did Canton ever do a plate? Not that you know of.
They had I think someone called some kid who do it. They're metal frame with, well, some had the glass in, some didn't, three different colors. I think when they had the 125th anniversary or something right there. But that's just more like a tree ornament for window display.
I know.
I'm surprised you don't have a congregational church picture because there's thousands of pictures of the church.
I have thousands and thousands of pictures of it.
Does anybody have any other questions for Roger?
Do you do you sell or trade stuff too sometimes or not?
Not usually. If somebody likes a picture or, they say, oh, this reminds me of something of my family, I can burn the pictures on the CD and then they can print the picture off, or I go to the Super Value and make a picture. Because that's what those back there, Gail and Hagen borrowed from me and blew them up. Those are from postcards. And the bank has some, the nursing home has some. And I do, like if somebody has a benefit, I will blow up some postcards and donate the benefit for the auction.
Have you ever done anything with Cracker Jack toys?
There were two questions I couldn't.
Have you ever done anything with Cracker Jack toys?
Played with them when I was a kid.
Are they of value?
I'm sure a Cracker Jack collector would
Okay.
be interested in them.
How do you document your stuff, like when you're out looking in postcards? Just hit this kind of, or?
How do you know what you have?
That's why I have duplicates and triplicates of some of them, because I can't remember. I used to take my book with me, and then it got to be just too much of a hassle, so I kind of know what I have and what I don't have.
Who are the people that took the photographs for, is it a whole handful of people or was it just?
Yeah, there's different companies that took pictures. And some of them, they say, published for Hellwig's department store. They made them, took pictures and just sold them